Hi, welcome. In this video I'd like to explain to you about toolbar customization. In SharpCam we can customize the position and location of the toolbars. The toolbars can be located in two main areas. The first is they can be docked. So at the moment, looking at the screen, all the toolbars are docked, and they can be docked to any edge, and that's the top, bottom, left or right. Then they can be made to float. So let me demonstrate this to you. If I grab the toolbar, now on the left hand edge you can see this series of vertical dots. If I left click the mouse there, I'm able to grab it and drag it away from the docked area, and now this toolbar is floating. You can tell it's floating because floating toolbars always have the title of the toolbar, and in fact this is an easy way of telling what the name of a toolbar is by dragging it off the docked area, and then you can see the name. And we have a close button here. So this is now floating. I mean, I can make another one floating. So let's grab this toolbar here and drag it down there. So they're floating. I personally now would recommend that you leave them docked because these are going to tend to obscure your view. But that's up to you how you want to work. So we don't have to have a toolbar floating. We can drag it straight to the side. So as you saw there, as I moved it to the side, it's now docked itself. The docking area has been created, and the toolbar is now docked. So let's put this machine one. In fact, I'm going to put the machine one down the bottom. So come down the bottom, you see suddenly there we are. The docking area has appeared, so I can put the toolbar there. So there's no restriction. You can put the toolbars anywhere, any way you want. I mean, we could stack them side by side, for example. Let's move this one over here as well. Yeah. So now there's two side by side, or just taking out one column. So that's the docking of the toolbar. We can actually turn the toolbar off. So there's a number of ways of doing this now. So as with Windows, there's always lots of ways of doing things. The simplest way is if I right click on any existing toolbar, we get a list of all the toolbars that are available, and there's a check by them. So if we uncheck it by clicking it, it's going to disappear. Now let's do the snapping one. So at the moment the snapping one is this one here. So right click and then select snapping, and that's now been turned off. As you can see, that's disappeared. So to put it back on, we right click and we choose snapping, and it's now being shown again. The other way to do it is to go up to the tools menu, and then on the toolbars sub menu, this is a duplicate of what I've just shown you, so we can turn on and off the toolbars here. So let's see, the view one's disappeared, and then we can put the view back on. If I just turn that off again, and you'll see if I right click, the view's off. So that is identical to the going via the tools menu. It's also possible to create your own toolbar, a custom toolbar in effect. Two ways of doing this again. If we right click on an existing toolbar, we can choose the customize item from the bottom, or via the tools menu, toolbars, and again customize at the bottom. So let's choose that. So here the default is the tools tab, which is what we're going to use, and in fact this is a third way of turning on and off toolbars. We can actually check these here and then close. As you can see there, that toolbar has disappeared. So let's just put that back. So we can make a new toolbar. So if we click the new toolbar button and give it a name, my toolbar say, okay. So as you can see up here, we've got an empty toolbar, and now we can populate this with existing buttons. So if we click the commands tab, we've now got all these are effectively all the menu commands. So we can click these, and then on the right hand side you get a list of all the menu commands. So let's just make up a toolbar. So let's click the drawer. Let's say that you want to have, probably might want to select. So you see there, I'm grabbing it and dragging it over to the toolbar. Let's do the lines. Let's say you might want a line on there. So click it and grab it and then dock it into the toolbar. Let's choose a button from another menu. Let's say I might want the save command. Let's choose save. Okay. Modify, maybe I like to do a lot of filleting. Okay, so you can just continue now and add as many items as you want to that custom toolbar. So when you finish, go close, and then let's just redot that. Pop it on the end there, and there we go. So that's your own custom toolbar. So click lines, and you can see I can now draw lines. We can also configure the buttons within a toolbar. And we can do that by clicking the little arrow on the end of a toolbar, and that shows you the add or remove buttons command, and then view, which is the name of the toolbar. And then we've got a check mark next to each button, and we can just select, for instance, the connection markers, and that's going to uncheck it. And as you can see, it has now disappeared from the toolbar. So let's put that back. And now it's reappeared. So you can configure the toolbars again down at that level. Lastly, I just want to show you again another use of this little arrow on the end of a toolbar. Now, if a toolbar extends out of view, then this arrow allows you to see the buttons that aren't visible. So let's just demonstrate that. I'm going to grab the toolbar that we created and dock it on the left here at the bottom. As you can see, most of this toolbar is out of view, but if we click the little arrow, you can see the commands are still available. Okay, well that's the end of this video. Thank you very much.